Hey guys, KB's here, and I've got a fun little Halloween themed speed paint for you today. So let's get started. I'm sure you already saw the thumbnail and everything in the beginning. I am drawing Winifred Sanderson from Hocus Pocus, because Hocus Pocus. If you haven't seen this movie, like you've been living under a rock for the past 20 years or something, it came out in 1993. It's by Disney. It has these three witches played by Bette Midler, Kathy Najimy, and Sarah Jessica Parker. It's super funny, super campy. It's kind of like a Halloween classic now. And if for whatever strange reason you've never seen it, which I can't really fathom, then you should. It's on ABC Family like all month, really, as part of their Halloween block, so yeah. And it's one of my favorite movies ever. I believe I was 5 when it came out, so I kind of grew up watching it around Halloween. I'm actually going to be watching it tomorrow, Friday the 30th, at the time I'm recording this. My friends and I do a Halloween movie marathon every month, and Hocus Pocus we watch every year. I mean, like every October we watch Halloween movies, and Hocus Pocus is one that we watch every single year. The other ones tend to change. We watch Elvira a lot, we watch Rocky Horror a lot, which we're doing this year because it's the anniversary. And then other ones like Addams Family or whatever we're in the mood for, but Hocus Pocus is always in there. So yeah, I love that movie. So about the piece here, this is actually my second attempt at drawing this. I initially started the line art in Photoshop, and then I ran into some trouble. When I ink digitally, I really I move very slowly. I've noticed, because I'm worried about erasing and making everything perfect, and I also tend to grip the pen stylus really, really tight when I ink digitally. I don't do it when I do other things digitally, painting and stuff, but every time I ink, I just grip that thing like crazy. And about an hour into the picture, my carpal tunnel started flaring up, and I had to stop. And I actually took a day off from drawing to give it time to heal. I did some stretches and stuff, and then I kept thinking, oh my god, I have this video I have to get done. I have to pick up this pen again, and I really didn't want to. I didn't want to screw up my hand. I just really was not up to opening up Photoshop. But I've been having so much fun with my brush pen this Inktober challenge, and I just really wanted to draw something in ink again. I had already done my Pokemon picture for the day, but I just wanted to keep going. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to try doing the line art with my brush pen. You know, just see what happens, and it turned out pretty good. There's a couple of mistakes. There usually is with traditional media, especially with something as hard to control like a brush pen, but I scanned it later and I fixed it up in Photoshop. I adjusted some of the shapes that I wasn't able to get the way I wanted to initially, and you're actually going to see that, because I had so many issues with this picture. It was ridiculous. One of the other things that happened was apparently I hadn't emptied out the memory card of my digital camera. So right near the end of this picture, the memory it ran out of memory, and I hadn't even realized it. So you didn't get to see me ink the hair. So I was like, you know what, I'll show the digital part too. So what I did is I scanned it, but it's on 9x12 paper, so my scanner wasn't big enough to get all of it. So I took the 2 best scans, I got the little bit of the cloak that didn't show up, put it in there, I adjusted the levels, and then I erased and I kind of seamed the edges there. I actually used the clone stamp tool to make sure that the texture was consistent. I used the liquify filter, which is what I'm doing right now. It's fantastic just to kind of move the shapes around and get them exactly how I wanted, get them a little more symmetrical, and fix her broken wrist that I had going on. And also one of the edges when I was scanning just kind of turned out a little blurry. I drew this in a sketchbook with a spiral binding, so yeah, if I do any more of these, which I have, by the way, I've drawn 2 more of the characters. I'm going to do a series. I think I'm going to take them out of the sketchbook first or something to make scanning a little better. So once that was done, I set the line art layer to multiply, and then I found some reference pictures online, got a swatch of got a color palette swatch thing going, put some layers underneath, and then just started filling in color. And I did each grouping on a separate layer, so skin, cloak, whatever, and just kind of went nuts. But yeah, I actually had a lot of fun working on this piece. It's just, I've wanted to do Hocus Pocus art for a while, because, like I said, it's one of my favorite movies ever. So, and, you know, I just love Bette Midler in really anything she does. I have yet to see anything she's been in that I haven't liked. She's just amazing. So I knew I had to draw her first, and I've been toying around with the series theme thing for the other characters. I already have line art in my sketchbook of Mary and Sarah Sanderson, and I kind of know what I'm going to do for other characters as well. I've been teasing my my friends and family on Facebook with sketches and stuff, and they're all demanding that I draw everybody. So I think I may have to now. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. Especially the inking part. Like, the coloring was easier to do than the inking digitally, because I'm not as worried about being as precise. Yeah, but the inking traditionally part, I'm having a lot of fun doing that lately. I think Inktober definitely kind of made that fun. And like I said, this brush pen is amazing. It's the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen. I'm sure I've said that before. But it's one of my favorite art tools ever. I actually just changed the cartridge for the first time since buying it. I've had it for a few years, and I just kind of used it off and on. And then I used it for most of this month for my little Pokemon drawings, and it's the first time my cartridge ran out, and I had to change it. So it did last me a while, but I think with what I'm planning on doing with it, like inking more often, I'm probably going to have to start stocking up on cartridges. Or I may have to fill it up myself. I have heard that people fill up those cartridges with, like, India ink. Like, I've seen people talk about that online, but I think that would be kind of messy. I don't know. I may have to figure out how to do that. If I do that, I think I'm going to need something like an art syringe to do that. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into it, but could be fun. So, we'll see. I definitely want to make sure that whatever ink I wind up using for it, though, is acid-free, because I'm pretty sure the ink it comes with is, because I intend to expand my Copic collection once I start getting some money in, and then I want to start coloring my line art with Copics. I have, how many Copics do I have? 25, I think? And they're all kind of random hodgepodge colors of, like, this basic set I got like 9 years ago of like the worst color combos you can get. I mean, it's all primary colors. There's no like different shades. You can't do anything with that. And then for my birthday, my mom decided just to get me a whole bunch of different pinks. So I don't really have much that I can like make a cohesive picture with, unfortunately. But we'll see. So yeah. So I guess I'll announce this now. I don't really, you know, have anything online yet, but Inktober's almost done, and when it is over, I'm gonna have 31 little 5" by 4" drawings of Pokemon, just sitting up, taking space. I'm gonna get, you know, I've already scanned them, the ones that are finished already, and I'm considering selling the originals. So I'll have more information about that in next week's video, which is going to be the final Inktober video of all of the pictures, the last grouping of pictures. And I should have some more information by then of how much they'll cost and where they'll be and you know, which ones are left. Because I did promise a few friends in real life that they would have first dibs when I start selling them. So, and which I'll be talking to them about tomorrow. So yeah, there's that. About the shading here, I actually locked the layers and just took an airbrush and just did some soft shading because the lines on this picture were already really like strong. I couldn't actually color the line art because it was scanned on a white background, even though I locked the layer. I tried it. It didn't work. I know there's a way to do it with scanned line art, but I couldn't figure out how to do it myself, and I still kind of liked the way it looked, even with the black lines, and considering the fact it's a Halloween thing and whatever, I kept it. And then I decided to do a background. I just did this gradient The circle gradient in the back is like a dark blue color. It didn't turn out as dark as I wanted it, so I duplicated the layer a couple times. Took my sparkle brushes, did some fancy stuff, because, you know, sparkles are awesome, and it's like my favorite brush, and you can never have too many. And then I have these banner brushes that I got on DeviantArt a while back, and I've used them for a lot of stuff, so I decided to put one at the bottom, and I tried to make it look kind of parchment-y, just the color. I didn't go in with any, like, texture details, which I probably could have done, but I didn't. And I've decided that every single Hocus Pocus drawing that I do is going to have a quote, like a really specific quote of each character, so I did. I put a spell on you for Winifred, because, you know, she does the song, and I actually had that song playing on YouTube while I was drawing this, too. Got me in the mood, and I'm very excited to see the movie tomorrow, because I haven't watched it since last year, and I just love it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh yeah, so here she is, top to bottom. Fabulous Winifred Sanderson. I really enjoyed this. It was kind of fun to visit something from my childhood, and just something I've always really loved. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. You can like, comment, and subscribe. Find me on social media for all my Inktober stuff and my more artwork. And happy Halloween! And so yeah, I'll see you guys next week.